Okay, welcome to this week's edition of the BarroomBlitz.com. Taped live in front of a Bud Light drinking audience here at Casey's Place. The show has returned. I'm your host, Jimmy Casey. We are live and in living color. I got my best friend over here, Cheeks. Back in business, Cheeks. It's been a long time.
It's a packed crowd.
We're having some scheduling conflicts.
You know how it is.
Appearances, autograph signings. I can only do so much.
I'm trying to, I was in Vegas there for a little trying to boost up the old,
You're a fan fest or whatever the other day. They requested us down there.
Comic-Con. I was at Comic-Con.
You're bagging stuff.
I tackled Spider-Man at Comic-Con.
You're being an environment.
Like
yeah, you're bagging. Your shit is right. You're bagging it. That's what I hear. You're doing it on the side.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about the Phight Phillies.
All right, subject's done. I don't want to talk about
54 and 70.
I have never had a team piss me off so much in this team this year. Seriously. Because they lose so many games in like the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. It's really pisses you off.
Yeah, they did not bolster the bullpen.
There's one name you don't say. It's like, you ever see the old Stooge one? Niagara Falls. Slowly I turn. Don't stay Bastardo. Don't stay that goddamn name. Don't say it, I told you.
Why don't they just cut him? Why don't they pull a Jimmy Johnson and just cut him for general purposes, just to wake up the team?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Shit,
how about we wake the team up?
No, I'm serious.
Let's make a little run here. Because you know what? It's the same team next year, Cheeks.
It's not going to change unless they're gonna not give Howard his money and move Utley to first, Ashe to second, bring Franco up. That's the only difference I can see. And outfield, how
about this, Cheeks?
What?
If you're going to get rid of Howard,
if you're gonna,
if you have to, or if you find a taker, which
someone who wants
but Howard is like 5th in the league in RBIs, Cheeks. If you could get his batting average up to 260.
This is when you need a young guy to surge, which Bird is having a nice year.
Right, but
to pick up the home
Bird's
runs
a guy you should have traded.
Oh, exactly.
The Ruben Amaro he should be cut right after the season.
Well, you know what though? If he's not getting anything for it, they know he's in dire. They know what's going on. Everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah, but the problem is he signed all these guys to all these contracts with extra little kickers or player options that people didn't want to trade for him.
Wow, he thought it was going to be
the Red Sox unloaded contracts left and right at the deadline.
You watch, the Red Sox will be good in 2-3 years.
Right, because they get people back, but we couldn't get rid of them because we couldn't get like a. You can't tell me someone didn't want a player like a Marlon Byrd for a finals run.
Somebody had to want him.
Had to make an offer, or we just asked way too much.
You're right. And Cliff Lee.
He comes back, he gets hurt.
And there's snake bit with shit like that. Bastardo, Bastardo before the 4th of July is pitching his ass off, and then when it's time to look at him, he implodes. He's done. He's done again. It's
like Cliff Lee. All of a sudden his elbow hurts first night back.
If you trade Bastardo and you get anything that can play at the level you're at, you're a bonus, man.
Right.
If you can do that.
Well, you know what you got to do. Also, when you're trading guys like at that kind of the way that we need to unload salaries and stuff, if you're trading, you got to have that scout that comes back and can get that guy at single A or double A and develop them. But we haven't developed players in a long time.
Hey, that Nolan looks good in Reading. Nola. He looks good in Reading. They're talking about him to have a spot next year.
Well,
as for Biddle, he's hurt.
He's hurt again. But Buchanan's doing well.
Hey, the pitching staff.
Buchanan's had a decision in every game he's pitched.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, the Yankees, when they lost every pitcher they had, I'm like, who are they going to pitch? They found people that could throw the ball.
Right.
Somehow. This $25 million Lee Hamels deal didn't work out at all.
Well, Hamels is fine.
You
can't get him some run support if your guys could hit for him and not sit there.
You know what? That comes around. It balances. It teeter-totters out. He's going to pitch and you're going to win.
Yeah, but we rolled the dice on this team being healthy and this and that, and there's still nobody to come in and. We haven't had them guy. You haven't found, not to say anything bad, but like a Jason Worth Rule 5 guy that comes in and does stuff for you.
That's
you know what I mean?
What you need.
A Victorino from under. Something's wrong with the scouting team. So I say when you fire Amaro after the season's over, You bring back Mike Arbuckle.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to do it. They're going to keep him Morrow. They like him.
They're firing him.
Monty likes him. Monty's running, and he's going to keep him.
Monty's got to go, too.
And I'm telling you now, your questions were Howard and Utley. Howard and Utley exceeded what I thought they could do this year.
They're not horrible.
If somebody would have told
like
me,
I said,
somebody would have told me Howard had the stats he have and Utley has the stats, I'd go, wow, the Phillies are going to be at least 500.
Right, because let's see what Howard.
At least 500.
Right.
74 or 75 RBIs.
77.
77 RBIs.
Right. If he could cut down, I don't understand how he can't cut down the strikeouts.
Well, he's
143
it's
strikeouts.
the nature of the beast. It's nature of the beast. He's going to strike out.
But he's become Dave Kingman.
Well, he has become.
You know what I mean?
Well, that is a
problem. But
problem.
he did have a couple hot streaks, which is a shame because I think someone's got to push him or something, figure out something how to get him over the hump.
He's a beautiful number 5 hitter. He's a beautiful.
Yeah, but he's got to play
hitter.
American League and sit there and
well,
play.
Him and Utley got to play American. Let me tell you, Utley can't play second base anymore, dude.
No.
All right. He can't. I mean, you can play him. I shouldn't say that. I think he could get with it a second, but next year it's going to be a little worse. This year was a lot worse than I ever seen him.
Right.
He knows it too.
Yeah.
You can see on his face. He
gets
just
pissed
can't
off.
make the turns. He can't do.
Well, it's like you get to that point where you know you should you should know you should be at a certain point. You just can't get there.
Exactly.
Your mind's there.
Like you see Cody Ashley, he makes a play effortlessly. You know what I mean? He's a young guy. That's how that is. You know what I mean? Young guy. Now this Buchanan guy they got started, he has a 3-run homer today. This guy is short. Jimmy Rollins pisses me off endlessly. All right.
What's he doing now?
Just constantly with his bullshit. He'll have a hit in the game, but it won't be with anyone on base.
Did you hear what his batting average is? A pinch hitter. He came out as a pinch hitter. He's got like 7 career pinch hits or something.
I'd run this kid the whole year out and keep him on the goddamn bench. I'm telling you, he drives me nuts. Just his attitude.
Do you think there's kind of
the
like
essence of what's wrong with the Phillies?
With the coach, with Ryan Sandberg, do you think there's kind of like an animosity with the Charlie Manuel faction of the team? I
think it turned to that. I thought, once they knew it's over now,
right.
I think they're like, Sandberg, he was going to teach us baseball. We know baseball. You know what? They make too much goddamn money. That's one problem right here. Right. They make too much money. There's too many high-paid guys there that aren't producing for high-paid guys. When I look at the Royals, you ever watch the Royals play ball?
Now, who told you the Royals? I know I'm a year late, but 3 years ago.
No, I see the Channel 8. I don't know. I have Verizon.
That's WGN.
And I watched the Royals 3 times on there, and I'm going to tell you, that team hustles, that team bunts.
Yeah, but remember, I told you we were doing like our baseball preview show like 3 years ago. I said 2 years they'd be good.
Yes, you did. Yes,
but they made the right choice. That's where Arbuckle is. I think he's in the scouting department.
I think you're right.
Or head of scouting. And he was the guy that got all these guys, Howard, Utley, and Rollins. And scouted them.
They got to wipe it clean and go, but they're not going to wipe it clean and go.
Nah.
They're just got to, because Amaro has ties there, and we're just going to have another year of it until you know. But I'm telling you, the Phillies they're not. I mean, not saying that there's something wrong. Dallas Green was on the radio, and he says, I get so pissed at their attitude. Their attitude, there's something wrong.
Right, like I said,
they
I don't know.
They need a kick in the ass is what they need.
They need a Pete Rose.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? Like a guy that just comes in and
Jimmy, you
plays,
it. You
plays like
right
on
there.
fire.
And when he'll run by a guy and go, dude, you want to play like that? Get the hell out of here. All right?
Well,
and I mean, Marlon Byrd is the essence of that. The errors he comes up with.
Did you see the one the other night where he ran past the ball and it went over his head? Because it was Williams, the guy's pitching tonight. It was his first game last Monday night. He goes 3 innings, gives up a couple runs. They're leading 5-2, and then instantly it switched around.
Yes.
You know?
I mean, it really
Bastardo came in and gave up 7,000 hits.
God,
but, I mean, he overran a ball, and like it was a routine fly ball. I mean, I know it was close to the fence and stuff, but...
Well, when you're in the big leagues, you can't have them, and the Phillies can't have that because, Jesus Christ, 4 runs is the most they're going to score.
Yeah, because we don't score runs anymore. We got to get some figure out how to get some hitters.
But yet we have a guy second in hitting. Utley is like 5th.
Is there somewhere else we could hide Revere?
I don't know what to do.
Or Revere's got to have some kind of net worth next year, right? You think?
Well, he's sure making
How about second base?
A push for it.
We know he ain't got an arm.
We want
anyhow.
Ashy at second.
We know he
Ashy
ain't.
at
What if we
second.
put him at third base? Maybe you can make him a third baseman.
Yeah, shit.
You know?
They played. They played some people at third that, Pedro Guerrero that I don't think could field a ground ball if you tried.
Greg Dobbs.
Dobbs. What was the other one?
Rick Shue.
No, in their big run, the guy that was nuts. He batted fourth for them when they lost with Dalton and all that. What the hell is his name? Rollins.
Dave Hollins.
He couldn't play third base for a leg.
Yeah, but I don't know. What do you think is the first thing we have to do in the offseason? Because obviously we're just going to ride this one out.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not going to sign nobody.
I don't see anybody. I don't know. What's Ruff doing? He's not lighting
Ruff
it
had
up.
a good game tonight.
Did he?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
He's really showed me not too much.
I mean, this is the time.
Because I went to an Iron Pigs game one time, Cheeks. He was batting .215 or something. And Castro, the other guy who's supposed to be the superstar, he stunk.
Yeah.
And Rosenberg pitched. He gave up 5 runs in the 10th inning or something like that. It was brutal.
Rosenberg throws 100 miles an hour, but everyone can hit him.
Because you don't got no movement.
Exactly.
He's got to hold the seams down.
Hey, Rupp, and that's Dallas
Call up
Green
Mike
said
Scott.
that.
Start tearing up the balls a little.
Dallas
Tear 'em
Green
up.
said the same thing. He goes, these kids, these rough kids come up, they get a chance. You got to make the most out of that.
Yeah, you got to take your opportunities.
He probably is, though. There's a lot,
but they gave him, right away, they give him 2 or 3 straight games, and he doesn't do anything.
I mean, when you're 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 4.
Right. I'd rather have Ryan Howard because you got a chance to crush one out of there.
And they're beating the hell out of Sandberg. Oh, you're going to leave him in there for another 0 for 4?
Yeah.
But at this point, shit, for Christ's
sake. 40 games. He's only got 2 homers. Where's his big power?
Wow.
I'm sure he was well protected at the trade deadline because everyone's like, yeah, we want Caleb Ruff or whatever, Darren Ruff, because he's hitting 215.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it is annoying. It's not fun. The season's over. It's been over, and
I mean, how can't you? I can't understand why a team wouldn't want a Jonathan Papelbon though. Like how much were we asking in return? You just want to unload the salary. You know what I mean? Get ready for next year.
They know he's a dick. All right. They know he's a
still,
dick.
Someone's got to need a closer. Detroit needs a closer in the worst
got
way.
Nathan. He exploded. The other guy
flipped off the crowd. He gave me all you.
Well, Detroit's, they're getting pressure from Kansas City. That's a problem there, and they're not handling it well because they think they have a team. You look at the lineup, you think, God, Detroit's way better team than Kansas City. But guess what? Kansas City's still up a game and a half, and they're not going away as of now. I don't know. No,
they're on a thing.
I don't know if they're going to pull a Pittsburgh Pirates. I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know. Baltimore up there in the East, well, I knew that team was good.
Baltimore's hot.
They are hot. And then you got the Angels and the A's battling the shit
out. And the A's made all kinds of trades.
Well,
the first time, man, they're going for it, I'll tell you that.
I would give it to them.
Lester and Samardzija and
hey, the Brewers are having a good year. The Cardinals are just Who are the Dodgers and Giants? I mean, the Giants cannot hit unless they're playing the Phillies, I guess. And then what do you got over there? You got the in the East.
We got the wild cards.
Oh, it's the National and the Braves. Yeah, that's it. I don't even know what the wild cards are.
Yeah, I have to look through the paper. Why don't we just take a quick break? We're going to grab some icy cold Bud Lights, and we'll be right back with some more Barroom Blitz.com.
I've been trying to get to you for a long time, 'cause constantly you've been on my mind. I was thinking about a shortcut that I could take, but I found I made a mistake. I was wrong. It took too long. I got caught in a rush hour. Fella started to shower you with love and affection. Now you won't look at my